Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Tonight's another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards Social Edition happening with the Changelings at the Changeling Market. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening at the Changeling Market, I'm sure. People selling stuff like food or weapons or assorted toiletries, and everybody should be here and having fun. We'll start off with Urbane, then we'll go to Byron, then we'll go to, what the hell is your character's name? Canthos, and then Binu will come in, and then we'll open it up for everybody to start interacting. This is a social scene, so be social. Don't just sit in a corner JOing. Go ahead.
Okay, so Urbane he's kind of like not really on patrol. He's kind of just on an informal patrol through, making sure everything's going fine. He's chatting pretty amicably with most of the owners of the carts and stuff. He might look at some of their wares, compliment them. He's generally a pretty agreeable personage. He's not armored, but he's got his sword at his side. And walking alongside him is his horse. And they're kind of just walking through the Changeling Market talking, so they can easily stumble on any one of the PCs.
Okay, go ahead, Byron.
Byron is wearing full armor, decked out for war, as always, when he leaves his home. And he's going around looking for specific metals in the shops, because he's starting his plans for a chimerical motorcycle. And he's just going to be wandering around looking stall to stall, picking up any large bits of metal that are made out of the right material.
Okay, go ahead, Canthos.
Canthos, for his part, is calmly kind of leaning. You know what? He's kind of kicked back, with his back against some kind of fountain or water feature, because there can be random fountains in the Changeling Market. I have spoken. And he's playing his violin, kind of, letting the music and the notes just drift out over the Changeling Market. So there's probably a small handful of people who are just kind of, watching or, throwing money in a hat or whatever as he does so.
The waters of the fountain will be changing colors.
Hooray! It's the wonderful land of Oz, or an acid trip.
Because Fae is a combination of both.
He's not wrong.
All right, so walking around the Changeling Market will be the ever-present, ever-familiar, blazing golden-haired head of the troll, Binu, who is currently just walking around making sure that nothing is encroaching on heavy fun time. He is wearing his usual clothing. Since we're in the near dreaming, he is in full troll form. His gauntlets are active, but they are not blazing, so that sort of thing. He is walking with long strides, keeping his eyes open and alert, as well as proudly bearing the livery of a squire of House Beaumain, because he hasn't gotten approval to become a knight yet. Okay, and Tim just showed up, so we'll let Tim intro.
I gotta bring up my dudes. Hold on.
Okay, we'll wait for Tim to get ready, and we'll go ahead and have people start interacting. So, everybody sees everybody. Commence the jiggling.
So Urbane, seeing Canthos, kind of casually makes sure his patrols center more and more around that fountain. And he's still chatting up all the vendors and everything, and petting his horse and everything. But his patrols are noticeably kind of narrow. Like if you're following where he's walking in the Changeling Market, it's noticeable that he stopped doing like full patrols.
You know what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Can I get the dice roller from someone?
Sure. Let me throw it into chat. There's the rolls room.
All right. Thank you. I want to see if he's actually, any good at his own music today. One, two, three, four. 4 successes. So yeah, he's the music is incredibly sweet and alluring. He's playing up tempo today, something cheerful, something melodious, something some people could dance to. And with 4 successes, there were probably some people dancing to it.
It doesn't matter because everyone hears the overpowering sounds of Angela crying.
As he hears the crying, he will switch to a sad music.
Bainu is going to head over towards the sound of the crying snake.
Bainu! I don't think I can ever love again. I can't. It's just too hard. I can't. It's like my heart's been ripped out and stopped. I can't.
Bainu is going to look around.
Byron's gonna just like wave at him and like step out of like a little shadow or something behind him. Because,
At this moment, the music reaches a crescendo of tears. Why is life so hard? Why is the universe breaking?
Bainu's looking around like, I don't see your heart. Are you sure it left your body?
This guy is broken. I can't.
Bainu's going to
not
look at
sure that
Byron and say, can you
Go ahead.
understand this? I can't.
Depends. Is she speaking Cantonese? Or is she
She's probably
speaking
speaking
English?
English, considering there's quite a few speakers in the changing market. Actually, you know what? She's probably switching between languages.
So then, he's gonna look directly at Bainu, and I can understand about every other word, sometimes every third word. I can't speak Cantonese, but I think someone broke up with her and then slept with someone else. I don't know. It's kind of hard to understand what's going on.
At this point, Canthos will rise from where he's sitting. He'll hook his violin back onto his belt, and he'll walk over, and with a flourish, he will go down to one knee in front of Angela, and kind of flick the cape behind him, and he will say, "But if something as beautiful as you can cry, then the world is diminished. Tell me how I might make you smile, and I'll move heaven and earth to do it. I promise."
Get Chris Pratt and Anna Faris back together!
Get who and who back together?
Anna Faris and Chris Pratt.
I hate you so much.
He looks at Byron and it's like, I don't think I know those people. Are they members of this city?
I think that you just don't want to know, and I wish to God I didn't either.
So in the background of this tableau is just the flaming rainbow horse dude. Just kind of walks up and looks at the scene, just blinks. Why would anyone marry someone whose name is Chris Pratt?
Let me show you! Let me show you! And so pull up a picture of Chris Pratt shirtless in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Looks at it and raises an eyebrow and says, "Indeed."
I will point out that you've got like the appearance for my appearance spec is beautiful on this character. She kneeling at your feet, going, "I'll help you."
Hashtag unsealy puka.
Best hashtag in the world. Holy shit! What is with this city and the amount of unsealy in it?
Is that supposed to be physically impressive? And he's gonna pull off his shirt and just flex with that.
What's Bainu's appearance?
App 3, strength 6.
Canthus will stand up and he'll dust off the lower part of his robe and kind of fix his cape back on. And he'll say, "Not necessarily like that by now, but it's not about the muscles. It's about the. I'm not exactly sure what it's about. Love is a really complicated issue."
Oh, okay.
It's gone. It's not real anymore. We you know what, guys? No, just give up. Just quit the job, break up with your spouse, get a divorce. Fuck it. It doesn't matter anymore.
And he's gonna put his
Our
shirt
brain
back on.
is just going to like just slip back into the crowd to find someone to buy wine from.
Congratulations, you've literally driven up a drink.
Wait, so does this mean that Bainu is Jacob confirmed?
No, if anything, he's Sakamoto. No, he's Gray.
I was just going from the meme of Jacob, keep your shirt on. No.
No, it's more like Gray from Fairy Tale. Why'd you take your shirt off?
Oh shit, I'm naked! Why is this a thing? Oh, great.
Yep.
Sporadic nudity. Anyway. But Canthos will smile as he looks down at is it Alexander? No, what's the name of your character, Tim?
Angela.
Angela.
As he looks down at Angela and he'll say, "It's interesting. I don't see many people who not necessarily fool others as easily as you do, but wear so good a mask while they do it."
You just don't understand why it ended. They look so happy together.
He'll casually sigh. Commitment to the bit. I get it.
It was one of my favorite ships. It was my favorite ship. And it's gone. It's
There's
blown
always
up,
Reaper.
and it's sunk like the fucking Titanic.
I was about to say that. It's your favorite ship, just like the
There's
Titanic.
There is also Reaper X Hanzo. There is always Reaper X Hanzo.
Bainu's gonna pick up. Maybe we should alert the Coastal Authority about these sinking ships.
Yo, no, wait a minute. She's gonna look over to Byron. Yo, man, fuck Hanzo.
That was me, not fucking Byron, but okay.
Or just like looks at her.
No, Byron said, like, it's like,
No, he said about the Titanic. Your ship is just like the Titanic.
okay, my bad.
I said Byron X. I said it was Hanzo X
My bad.
Reaper.
That's some
Yeah.
shit Byron would say. That's some shit Grog would say too. That's one. Yeah. So that's then. Fuck you. Fuck Hanzo.
I'm sure you'd probably like to.
Bainu just looks immensely confused, and is going to go walk off and buy somebody. He's going to go walk off and buy some water and bring it back for Angela and say, "You should drink this. I think you're delusional."
No, hold on. I have a response to that because if we actually did hook up, he would probably get his jizz all over my house because my hitbox isn't that big. And this will
It's funny.
So Arvane at this. So Brett, do you think it would be easy for my character to obtain some vodka, some normal vodka in here?
Probably. You'd probably find some enchanted vodka, but not, normal vodka in here.
Yeah, enchanted vodka will work. He'll just reappear with a glass of clear, a bottle of clear liquid, and he'll hand it to Angela. Broken heart, because he missed the whole. So he still thinks she's been cheated on or something.
Thank you. I just don't understand anymore. Like, how can things like this happen?
You see, it's easy. Sometimes when a boat gets a hole in it, it sinks. Or if it gets, because that can happen from running into rocks, or running into the dock, or getting torpedoed, or getting shot. That's how ships sink, and you just have to accept it.
Most ships don't sink though, Bainu. And the best man would certainly don't sink.
There is a very casual kind of pat on the, as far up by new shoulders I'm bothered to reach, kind of like, you will understand one day, young Padawan. You will understand one day.
I don't know if I want to.
Canthos will smile at Angela and he will say, "Where are my manners? We have been interacting and I have yet to give you a proper introduction. Canthos Nightshade Applianum, at your service."
I am Angela Nagini, Queen of the Snakes in Hong Kong.
In that case, it is a pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
She nods. You as well. Oh, be right back, guys. Assume she's still crying and
He will hand you a silk handkerchief.
Yeah, she'll definitely take that and the drink.
And he will then look up at Byron and say, "The same to you, sir. My name is Canthos Nightshade Applianum. A pleasure to make your acquaintance."
I am Byron Morningstar Dougal.
Urbane just looks over and says, "I see the esteemed house of Dougal has broadened their horizons."
What can I say? I make good motorcycles.
Yes, and here I thought they made weapons. But I suppose a motorcycle
Well, I did
is
ask.
a weapon if you jump off of it.
I did ask Sir Nathan to make me a door. So
He just nods.
Indeed. He will look at Byron up and down and he will say, "Indeed. It's Arbane, what's your second name? Because I can't read it. Goldhelm. Squire Goldhelm here has told me much about you, Mr. Morningstar, or Squire Morningstar. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance."
I am almost positive it was nothing good that you were told. But it is good to meet you anyway.
He made some interesting insinuations.
And everyone drops dead.
It looks like he wants to say something really, really bad and is keeping himself from doing so.
He just looks at him and says, Don't think you need to hold your tongue. We're in a free market after all."
Well, one can only assume that the knife eater would start the rudest gossip.
He just raises one eyebrow. "Wow, and I thought you had better. I'm rather disappointed." Oops.
Bunny's just looking at everybody confused.
Canthos will smile up at him and will say, "We have gotten to the point of the engagement where minor insults are being thrown."
Those aren't fun to throw. You know what's fun to throw?
Doors?
Yes, doors.
I was gonna say Thalliane, like you did that last time.
Oh, Thalane are
We
fun
did
to throw
body.
too.
We did battle in.
Yeah, no, knife ear is like a terrible insult to a sheep, but yes.
Mm-hmm. But he's
Bunny's
also
gonna
not
look
the type
closely
that
at
she
the
could
two
just,
she's
like,
ears.
beat someone to death.
He's just like looking at both Canthos and Arbane's ears.
Arbane
Nope.
has just like, oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
Nope, can't stab anybody with them. And he's just gonna walk off to a stall to pick up something to eat.
Angela is going to very suddenly throw herself over to Arbane and hug him in a very friendly and platonic way and just whisper, "Don't give up on the bargain, Arbane. Don't give up on the bargain."
He's just kind of like when she leaps at him and just like hugs him, he kind of just automatically holds her up, like kind of just
Like catches her?
surprised, like catches her.
Okay.
And then just kind of looks at her surprised. My beg your pardon?
Don't give up on the bargain. It's okay to be in love with her. I was there, I saw her.
I mean, as long as she's nice, I don't see why it would be okay to be in love with her.
She nods. You're a good boy, Arbane. You're a good boy.
Actually,
Sorry, let me mute.
Canthus is going to walk over and he will pay for whatever food Bainu has ordered.
At that point, Bainu is going to take the food that he ordered, which was basically a set of looks like a hot dog on stick, but sausage drenched in maple syrup wrapped in a pancake. He's going to offer you one.
Canthos will smile and accept.
And he's just going, oh. Oh, I didn't eat the stick this time. I'm just going to pitch it.
Well, that's impressive. At least you're moving onwards.
Sorry, sometimes I get hungry.
I did notice when we went to the bar last time. It has been noticed. But hey, you know, that's a lot of muscle to feed.
He'll nod his head and he'll down the last one once more, avoid the stick, and pitch the stick away and say, I just wish that I could bring Ling Lu here.
Who?
My girlfriend.
Why can't you?
Because she's human. And she'd forget it.
He kind of quirks enough. Where we are in the dreaming, I don't think you'd forget it.
I was told that she'd have to forget it, just like she had to forget everything else that happened.
Oh, let's see. Sometimes it's for the best.
There are things I don't want her to remember and things I can't make her forget either. But she still loves me.
And that's the important thing. Love that can conquer anything, can conquer mountains. Well, that's what I used to be told.
Well, I'd rather climb a mountain than conquer it, but okay.
To answer that question, Joey, no. I'm just very good at making people think I am.
Yeah, because if you were, I was going to say major balls.
Nah, just say it. You can tell someone's core within a few minutes of interaction. That is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for Canthus,
that's not necessarily saying that you have to play the stereotypical. You have to play the stereotypical specimen of the court.
oh, of course, absolutely not. I was just throwing that out there for anyone that doesn't know already.
Right. Yeah, Bainu is obviously Sealy, like all of Sealy.
Banyu is obviously a nice troll, a good troll. He hasn't threatened to kill us or shake us down for money yet.
Angela is unsealing.
He has starting to punch people in the head, but that's if they screw up.
Canthos is also unsealing, for the record.
Fair.
So,
Alright, so Bainu's
Angela, did you see the new Snick outfit today? As he like pulls out his phone and like shows
Oh
her.
my god, I retweeted that shit like 8 times! Like 20 times! I put that shit everywhere! It's so awesome! I need to find out
I
who's
know.
Bainu's gonna look at it curiously to see what it is.
It's a little snake with a monocle and a top hat on that's kind of slithering around.
Well, just saying, if anyone in game follows Angela, they will know about this because she shared it on everything.
Miney's gonna look over and say, is it wise for one of the Pentacles to be broadcasting pictures of their pets on Facebook?
Maybe, maybe not.
Especially since that snake's a very, very poisonous snake.
And yet, it still looks adorable.
Well, yeah, there's no denying that.
Hey, I mean,
Walking over to Arbane, Canthos will say, kind of giving a sideways look to Morningstar. You always think that monsters will wear twisted faces, and yet so seldom that they do.
Arbane just kind of just looks at him out of the corner of his eye, just kind of meets his gaze, and then continues on with what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. That would appear to be a snake with a monocle on the top end.
Yes. Following Angela, and she's been reposting these pictures, and I have found them very amusing. And
they are.
I think that I have a idea for a snake-like motorcycle that I will be trying to bring into the dreaming.
Also, all I'm saying is these pictures are fucking life, and you should follow me.
I mean, it's a many-banded crate. I mean, one bite, and within 3 minutes, unless you get the antivenom, you're dead.
Some people die.
I'm pretty sure death is probably a universal constant.
It is a constant for some people, yes. However, just because one gets bitten by the snake doesn't mean they're just going to die if they don't get medical treatment.
Well, I have something to show you.
Sorry,
sorry, Canthos extends his hand to Angela and he says, if you'd like to see something interesting that also wears a monocle, I can show you something if you'd like.
Is it your penis?
It is not my penis.
That sounds like a I'm going to show you my penis thing.
My apologies. My colloquialisms aren't great for this part of the world. But no. You seem like the kind who likes an adventure.
I don't know. There was that one time in fucking Sydney. Shit got fucked up.
Yes, but think about the other time in Madrid.
There was that other time in Madrid. Great things happened. I can say with absolute certainty, maybe.
He kind of leaves his hand held out until she either takes it or doesn't, to kind of show the maybe as being one way or the other.
Oh, what's he doing?
He's holding out her hand because he wants to physically take her somewhere.
Okay, that makes it clear. Yeah, she'll take the hand.
Okay. He will say, would you all care to join us?
No, I got nowhere else to really be, sure.
This isn't going to be a sex thing, is it? Because I'm only supposed to have sex with Ling Lu.
I don't exactly know how to take that, but no.
I mean, did you establish a monogamous relationship beforehand, or do you want to branch out? If you do, that's something you should fucking talk to her about. It's good to have open, honest communication in relationships.
No, we've been in a monogamous relationship since we escaped.
I'm gonna want to hear that story now.
I was going to say there's a story there.
I was told I can't tell it.
Okay, that's...
Wait, why not?
Because Nathan says when I tell it, it gives people nightmares.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Byron has stone skin, and suddenly, instead of this black basalt marble, his skin goes like white marble with red veins running all through it. And he goes, I don't want to hear about that. Nope. No.
I know. I have a pretty strong fucking stomach.
No.
How do you know that one time I broke a nail and I only cried for 45 minutes?
At this point, Bunny's going to say, I promised Sir Nathan that I wouldn't.
So you're saying that I need to talk to Sir Nathan about it to get permission first? Okay. Gonna need to get that fucking meeting.
Speaking any more on that subject. And if you guys, if anybody's taken a really good look at Bainu, they'll notice that even in his troll form, there's a pale band around his neck.
In that case, still holding her hand, Conrad will gently tug Angela, and they will
You mean Canthos?
proceed to walk through the market.
You said Conrad, you mean Canthos?
Canthos, I can English. Conrad is the name of my dragon, whose stats I might have been looking up.
Oh shit.
He will lead you to the end of the market where Conrad is currently laying. He's laying on his stomach. He is pictured in my display picture. He is a huge green dragon who currently is wearing a monocle and is reading a book.
But he's going to wave to the dragon.
I got a fucking monocle for him. I shopped for it.
What was that? Sorry, Tim.
Oh, she said, "Oh, it's this dragon with a monocle." Yeah, I bought that monocle for him.
The dragon kind of looks at you, blinks twice, and then goes back to reading its book.
Don't you act like I didn't do that. You are, very.
He will kind of quirk his head at Bainu and will, because he can't wave, he will nod his head.
Okay.
Canthos will walk up and kind of stroke him, stroke the scaly skin. He will say, I have pondered, however, since you were feeling so down earlier. Have you ever flown on Dragonback, Miss Angela?
Well, you progress from offering to show her something to a ride, to offering her a ride. That does sound very sexual. I see where the others have their point.
Well, as I said, if she finds this...
Oh, and Angela was just going to go on another tangent. It's fine. Unless everyone
smiles
wants a tangent.
So, would you care to fly, Miss Angela?
Let me play something through my head first. Hey, guys. Hey, Angela. How's it going? Oh, I just got back. Back from what? I got back from riding Sir Canthos' huge dragon. It's pretty awesome. He lifted me up in the air and I rode his dragon. Only if it is as satisfying for you as it is for me.
You have my guarantee that it will be.
Excellent.
Okay. He will basically give you a leg up. So, because obviously you have to sit in the saddle that's located just on the dragon's, just between its shoulder blades. And he'll jump up after you and he'll put the reins into your hand. And will kind of snap his fingers and hold his hand into the air. At which point the dragon will basically jump to life. And in one huge beat of its wings, we will be skyward.
As soon as they're in the air, Arbane just mounts up. We should keep an eye on them. If he tries to run with the puka, we should give chase.
Okay. Byron's gonna, Bainu's gonna go climb a tree.
So I just looked this up because apparently V20 did not understand how distances work. Because yeah, we're apparently flying 100 feet every 3 seconds.
That sounds pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
In fact, that's like 100 feet every 3 seconds. Like that's.
That's wolf speed spending like a rage a turn.
Oh really? That's not. Yeah, no, that's not even that crazy.
Yeah.
Bunny's
No,
up
I
to
think it. I'm
That ends
actually
up-
gonna look at. Hang on, give me a second.
That ends up being what, 16, 20 miles an hour or so?
No, it's. Hang on, give me a second because
Higher
I'm
than
gonna
that.
work this out.
Higher than that.
100. So that would be 33. 33 feet. per
Oh, right, because
second.
I'm only doing lupus speed, not lupus speed with rage.
Oh wait, he's also got more dexterity than that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're going about 60 miles an hour or so. So
Okay.
yes. As I said, you have the reins, though. Congratulations, you're steering the dragon. What could possibly go wrong?
How bad can it go?
Do you have any drive?
I know I don't have ride.
No, it's actually drive to control him. I don't know why, it just is.
That's weird, but all right.
Yeah, like
Let me double check. I think Angela has one dot drive, maybe.
This might save our lives.
It might save our lives. I have backup characters. It's fine.
And I've got enough Wayfare to get the fuck out of here. So all is good with my life decisions.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't have any fucking drive.
Okay, do you want to make just a raw dex roll and we'll see how bad this goes?
Sure, fuck it. Can I get the rolls room, please? No, wait, I found it. Let me botch this. Let me botch this.
Poor Kim will wake up tomorrow. Hey Kim, yeah, random dragon incident. No one survived.
Oh shit! I
Got
got
one.
success! I got one!
Brett, do you want to narrate dragon riding with one success?
Okay. So, once given the control to Angela, proceeds to set them into a drop turn straight down until
Wait,
about
is it a
30.
drop turn or a cut back? Question,
So-
Brett.
Sorry, it's a turn drop, not drop turn. So you do a slight turn and then
Oh.
boom, you plummet about 40 feet, and then you're finally able to get it to react back upwards. And the dragon looks at you like you're a moron, but agrees anyway, and goes back up, does a climb, and does another quick turn before what would eventually be a version of a plane stall out. And the dragon is now basically, I don't want anything on my back anymore, and lands.
Okay. Canthos will kind of very calmly flick his hair back over his shoulder, take a deep breath, and he will say, "If it helps, you're not nearly as bad as the first time I was when I rode. I fell off."
gotta get me one of these fucking things. Real talk.
Bunny's gonna climb out of the tree.
I was led to understand there was one in Hong Kong. That's why I'm here. After all, they call me the Dragon Tamer of House Lianen. Not saying I trained you, Conrad. That would be offensive. He kind of pats the dragon.
House Lianen is dragon tamers? Shit.
Well, so far I'm the only one that I know of.
Are you doing that sheet thing where you give yourself titles for like one minorly interesting thing that you do just to kind of make yourself feel a little more important inside of your own house and amongst your peers, and then use that to feel superior to other commoners?
He'll shake his head and say, no, I fucking hate being called a Dragon Tamer. It's absolutely wrong. I didn't train Conrad. I just kind of sat with him and taught him till he learned. I didn't tame anything. But that's what people call me.
Okay. Cool.
It is what it is, I guess.
Arbane just approaches where they landed. And so it's just kind of called out as well. How loudly are they talking? I should ask.
They're not shouting.
Yeah, nah. They're just kind of talking.
Excited to come back, so I'll save that for another time with Campos.
You can use it now. Come on, don't hold back.
Well, the thing is, like, he was too far away to hear that. Realistically,
not really. I mean, we're not shouting, but you can still probably hear us.
Yeah, especially if Arbane was following. Yeah.
He was following on. Well, he was following on his horse too. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh god, he was following on his horse. Like a horse ain't a fucking.
Yeah. So he'll just. Pull up on his horse. A dragon tamer. That looks smooth motherfucker. Certainly is a mark of courage, especially for one of your house. And he just kind of does like a half bow to Canthos.
Canthos will smile and he'll walk up. I'm just going to roll some charisma animal ken, as I can, on your horse.
All right. So if you try and make him, all right, Brett, you may need to ST
Okay.
some PvP.
Yeah. Brett, if you need my input for anything, I may not run Changeling, but I do know Changeling.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need your help because I don't know Changeling rules roll at all.
Yeah, it's not initial unless people start dropping arts.
Okay.
He has 4 successes to basically animal ken to get the horse to like him as he walks up and pets it.
Is the one thing I need to figure out, does the horse have any type of loyalty or familial link to you?
I mean, they've been together since they were both young.
And what's your current disposition towards Canthos?
My current disposition, definitely distrusting.
Okay, the horse will be neutral.
Okay. He's just petting the horse.
The
What's
horse
his
will
name?
shy a little bit from your touch.
He'll just look down, holds a hand to offer Angela for her to ride on the horse. I'll just say, his name is, let me make sure I don't misdo it with my cat's name, because I know their name is really, really similar. Aeon. He says his name is Aeon.
He will, Canthos will smile up at you and he'll say, as for the bravery or skill of House Lianen, I'm quite happy to put it to the test any time that you deign you wish to.
Looks down and says, when you have your squirehead, I will certainly duel. If you wish, it would be good training for both of us.
He kind of blinks at you with those weird kind of off-color purple eyes of his, and he says, okay, that's entirely fine. I mean, people place propriety upon what they will.
He shrugs. And he is still has his hand out towards Angela, by the way, Tim. Sorry.
Yeah, she is gonna kind of hold up her finger and say, Arbane, Puka has to Puka right now. Can I just mention how it looks to pull up on someone and be like, yo, but you's a bitch? And then when the dude that you just called a bitch said, all right, come at me, bro, and then you were like, nah, but fuck you, that's a field day. That's what we call a field day.
He kind of just looks down and says, well, if the pretty lady wishes for us to duel, then I am not objected to it.
Look, I don't care what you fucking do. I'm just saying. She just kind of waves her hands and she says, I definitely don't need a ride back, though. So she will just kind of take Arbane's hand.
There's also a difference between dueling someone and sparring with someone. But I can understand. As I've said, I'm only willing to affirm or deny your own statement, Squire Goldhelm. But it's up to you.
Shrugs. Says, I assume you and Conrad will be quite able to make your way back to the Changeling Market?
Oh yes. Rather happily.
He'll nod, and he'll start, as he starts getting Aeon, you know how you have to do like the long turn to get a horse into a full speed trot? He'll start doing that, and as he passes, he'll just say, well, good day, and I hope to see you at the Changeling Market.
Indeed.
Yeah, he'll start him galloping back.
All right.
Canthos turns before mounting his dragon and smiles and says, no, don't worry. It will all be done in time. We'll see.
So, Bon Yu, you think they've killed each other yet?
Nope.
Damn. Here I was hoping that she would just end each other and make life easy for us.
That would be bad, though.
I gotta roll a thing too.
We gotta have people to fight with us so we can take out the technocracy.
If we're gonna take out the technocracy, I can tell you where some of their metal is stored, but
excuse me.
Beyond that, don't know that we're gonna need them, to be quite honest. What with their sheer terror when it comes to banality.
Banyu will nod his head at that. Yeah, they're not as strong against banality as we are, but they can fight. That's something.
Always use warm bodies, I guess.
There's something to be said about a sense of honor, which Arbane has. Canthos seems to be very playful, which is unusual. I've never met a she that's playful.
Well,
okay, let's let Tim do his thing with Arbane before he has to go. So.
You there, Tim?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm assuming that is Angela pretty much hanging behind him, like they're on a motorcycle while Arbane's on the horse, or is it
she would be in front.
To be in front? Okay. She'll look back, and she'll just ask, did the boggin laugh at your penis size?
He just raises an eyebrow and says, even if she did, I wouldn't particularly be upset. It's not the size, it's how you use it, after all.
I don't know. You seem like you really needed to prove your dick size to that other she over there.
As they're writing, he just kind of glances back to make sure they're at, or glances up, I should say, to make sure Canthos is in the air and says, he He feels almost too nice.
Sounds like it'd be good with his
putting me
house.
on edge. He shrugs. Our houses have not historically gotten along the best.
I mean, I don't know too much about the relations between the Fionas and the Leannans. All I know is Leannon definitely, stopped the fucking Accordance War with fucking their interventions and diplomacy with the commoners and the Shi.
He nods. That may be. That does not mean I'm going to trust a member of a house from a court that is known for saying one thing and meaning another.
Angela, she can't say anything. She'd have to tell the truth and spend willpower and shit, but she kind of gives Arbane that fucking knowing look. Like, the unseelie Puka is giving him that look.
Mm-hmm. And he just kind of looks back, and I'm gonna make a perception empathy just to make sure I don't fuck that up.
Oh, okay.
But all right, hey, it's only 3 dice. I could still botch very easily.
Oh my god, it'd be amazing.
But you say standard diff, or would it be higher diff?
It's a standard diff. You're fine. Don't intentionally make it harder on yourself, dude.
2 successes.
There you go. Yeah, you get the gist. You know what she's talking about.
Yeah, the unseelie Puka is looking just right at him for, that remark about, serving a court that says one thing and does another.
He shrugs. Well, you're a Puka. It's not a crime if you do it. Have honor.
There's a lot of responses I could make to that.
Whichever one you'd like. We have some time before we arrive back at the market.
A lot of them are perfectly nice things to say, and definitely won't offend you.
Shrugs. I've had worse said. I'm sure.
It's not me.
I actually didn't catch that out of character.
Oh, she said it's not. She's basically saying it's not me. Puka's translation. It's me we're talking about.
Okay. Yes, I sometimes need Pookie's translations on an out of character level.
Yeah, I got you. My bad.
Yeah, he'll just nod. Like I said, take your time. I will not force you to rush your speaking.
Showed a lot of honor in the 60s.
He just kind of narrows his eyes ever so slightly. Now, to clarify before I make a comment, 60s are when the resurgence happened, yes?
Yeah, 64 is when the resurgence. She's referring to the Accordance War, when the Shi came back and just started literally stealing freeholds.
He nods and he says, "If you recall, my house was not a major part of that war. In fact, many times we tried to stop it."
And that's why I am your most hated enemy.
Hashtag if you recall, my house did stop it. Move on.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
no, the Leannans totally did. The Leannans and the Fionas played a big part in that shit ending. But yeah.
All right, are we good to get back with everybody else?
I think so. They should be back at the group by now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kim, go ahead and intro Alistair.
I don't even know where we are.
Changeling Market, and Tim's gone, so. Yeah.
Alistair will be there, flying around.
All right, so you'll see. We'll just say that Angela would have gotten off your horse before you got back to the changeling market and headed off to do some tweeting and Snapchatting or whatever. And you come back by yourself. Kanthos comes back on Conrad.
Conrad the dragon. Yes. The dragon will land, and Conrad and Kanthos will slide off his back before he pets him, and tells him to go back to his book.
All right, so now that group's back together, Alistair can intro.
Yeah, he's just flying around, and when he sees you guys, he'll throw up a peace sign, as he does, like, you know, a dive or something like that. But he stops before he hits
How are
the
you
ground.
flying?
I have the winged merit.
Nice. I never actually knew that about Alistair.
I mean, I fly.
Are they
like
like?
Well, no, he's never been in a scene where you've been flying because Gravedigger doesn't go to the changeling market.
Yeah.
They're massive owl wings. Like modeled owl wings and shit.
Bainu's gonna wave to Alistair as he lands and is like, "Did you hear about the Chris Pratt and the Anna Faris ship that went down off the coast of Hong Kong?"
I really don't care.
Apparently, Angela is crying about it. I don't know why, because ships sink every once in a while, and it's something you have to deal with.
Tiny ships are short for relationships.
I think Angela would cry about a lot of things, let's be real. Nothing against that. I mean, people can cry. It's just, yeah.
Bainu will just nod. Yes, but, ships sink, especially when they hit holes in them, so there's no problem with that. I don't know who would name their ship the Chris Pratt and the Anna Faris.
Isn't that a couple, though? Like, Chris Pratt?
No, it doesn't sound right.
No? I'm pretty sure he was the actor in Guardian of the Galaxy and Park and Recreation.
I have no clue what those are.
We really need to broaden your film horizon.
Like, Bainu, I will make you a TV. A massive fucking TV so you can watch it.
I won't have to watch myself while
No.
It's a... What? Actually, no, don't answer that. I've heard rumors. Stories, don't. But no, you can just watch anything that you want on there. And, like, you can hook a computer up to it and shit. Like, you can play video games on your computer. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
I'll have to think about that. Last time I played a video game, I was inside it.
I'm sure there's a story in that one as well.
Oh, that one's easy. We came across a device that was made by somebody that took people and sucked them into a video game called... What was the name of the game? I don't know. It was about fighting. It was about fighting monsters and demons, and we had to fight a demon. It wasn't a hard game. I got to do cool stuff.
By the way, at this point, Kanthos will extend his hand to Alistair and say,
"Where are my terrible manners? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance if you're a friend of Bainu's."
Alistair won't take his hand, but he'll just do the sup nod. Like, yo, Alistair.
It's very nice to meet you. Kanthos.
Oh yeah, I should probably. And he'll get like this. It's very completely over exaggerated and very satire. But he'll straighten up and he'll take his arms out a little and say, "Alistair Gotro, Squire of the magnificent house."
I've never heard of House Dougal described as magnificent before, but it could certainly be the case. In that case, if we're being all formal, Canthos Nightshade Aplianum. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We have a thumbs up.
With that, he will go back.
Put his title on this thing.
With that, Canthos will go back to laying where he was laying by the fountain, and will continue to play the violin.
Alistair will hear him doing that and then just kind of snort.
You disapprove?
No, of course not.
Bunny's gonna look at Urbane and Byron and just be like, I think they're hitting it off.
Urbane just nods very sagely. It appears so.
I'm just wondering when the lightning guns are going to come out.
Nathan has one.
Alistair looks over at Byron, and he's just got that look of like, really? And then he'll say, I don't look anything like Nathan. And Nathan's the one who's got the lightning eye. I don't got lightning. I'm working on it. Okay, actually, I'm not even working on lightning. I have something else planned. We're not going to talk about that because I'm going to save that as a little special surprise. But anyway, like, knockers look very different from each other. Okay?
You do have the same color eyes.
And the same color hair. Yes, we get that. But like, I don't look like that dude off of YouTube.
By the way, just to point out, because it's probably important, Canthos has 6 successes on how well he's playing his violin. Because violin.
Not a 10 in there, that's hilarious.
No, but there were a crap load of 7s and 8s.
So you're just flying around, Alistair? Just to do it?
If you have wings, why not use them?
Yeah.
Point?
There's a certain freedom in being able to fly, Mr. Morning or Squire Morningstar. It gives you freedom.
I'm just waiting to see how I can get a motorcycle to work in this realm, because that's going to be difficult, especially when combustion doesn't work.
I mean, haven't you? Oh, never mind. If you need help with that, I have a little bit of knowledge on how to get things to combust and shit here. It's kind of like a knocker thing, sort of ish. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to need to talk to some knockers about this. Imagery and alchemy that I've got to find.
Then he pauses and he says, wait, don't you still have that oath with Nathan?
Which one?
Like cross blades or something?
No.
Okay.
That was Nathan and Gravedigger. And
I heard it all the way from my house. It was very unsettling.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I must have been thinking of some other stuff then. I just remember some people did some stupid shit. People were throwing out oaths. I got confused. Names are weird. That was my bad, though.
I wasn't there, but I heard the oath and the dreaming, so.
It's a pretty big thing to throw out those words. It means I'll see you dead or you'll see me dead. And death is never fun.
I don't even want to know what caused it. It sounded stupid.
I was there, and I know why it was caused. And not a great story.
Then don't tell it. There are certain stories that shouldn't be told.
I mean, but maybe I want to hear it though.
Oh, well, I guess you could tell it then.
So, has anyone here heard of a thing called a Cathedral of Flesh?
Yeah. I was told not to go near it.
Yep. I saw it and had to have emergency mage assistance to keep from really screwing up my life.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Praise be the Omnisire. The Omnisire is a toaster.
Dude, it's obviously a Cylon.
I'll accept that premise.
But he decided that he was going to show a whole bunch of people what this was, which scarred everyone that witnessed to the point of, how was I told this? Multiple derangements of the mental variety. And I was also told that once all this was done, he said that if a mind is so easily broken, what use are they in the war that's coming? So, then Nathan popped the weird and gave out his oath then and there, and then everything kind of left.
Well, I can understand why that would be something to walk out on.
It is kind of a mic drop moment.
But from what I understand, there are no cathedrals of flesh anymore, as the last Amice in the city got beaten to death.
So why did he decide to do this to you? Did he just decide, fuck it, you all need to see something traumatic?
No, he said, I want to show y'all something, and then I was like, but it's kind of creepy, and I was like, sure, I can deal with creepy. You know, I'm a red cap. I deal with creepy. It's, you know, kind of my thing. But yeah.
So wait,
it was a bit beyond.
You're a changeling, and you got bamboozled with wording.
I'm not a wordsmith.
That's fair.
There's a difference between, hey, this is kind of creepy, and hey, this is something that is completely opposite of all human understanding and sanity. That's what I was told they were.
I thankfully cannot remember what they look like anymore.
That's a good thing.
More than likely, yeah. I was always taught from my father's knee that you should never sign anything without seeing it first, or never agree to anything without knowing what you're agreeing to. I tend to find that advice helps in our world, where so much is wording, so much is yeses and nos at the right moment. But that's just me.
Urbane is just sitting on like the grass or whatever, just kind of watching the group. He's got a very relaxed expression, just leaning back.
Who's this Nathan, by the way, I keep hearing about? So many people have referenced him.
He's the leading knight of House of Dougal in the area.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting. Oh, I see. So you, it's Gotro. Is that how you pronounce Alistair's last name, Kim?
Yes. Gotro.
Gotro. So you, Squire Gotro, you're his squire.
No, actually, I'm not. He is like my teacher, though, and I'm his apprentice. But I'm not a squire to him. I didn't even want this. It was just kind of like he fucking tattled on me, like House Dougal people, and like the next thing I know, it's like, oh, congratulations, you have been offered a squireship to either House Dougal or House Fiona, and I was like, fuck. And I went with House Dougal in the end because Nathan was all like, yo, you could get some more materials to build more power armor, and I was like, okay, you got me there. I like power armor. Like, okay.
He kind of blinks with those big, sapphire eyes and says,
"And what's power armor?"
I think that's kind of self-explanatory.
Well, no, I understand the concept of power armor, but like, why is it a thing?
Because it's fucking cool, and you can take a lot of hits with it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I would want some power armor if I was getting shot at. Like, I don't think that's really an okay sort of thing. Like, that's like, okay, I got you. I don't want to fucking get shot and die.
My issue with powered armor would be if, say, I was in the middle of an altercation with another changeling, for example, and that changeling decided, well, you know what? You might be of higher station and rank than I am, so my sovereign won't exactly work on you. However, it will work on your power armor. I command you not to function. Then you're kind of stuck.
But I shall not. Never mind.
Why would we be fighting each other?
I mean, at that point, just get good and kill them before they do sovereign.
And for the record, by you, as horrible a concept as it is, we kind of fight each other all the time.
I don't. I only fight our enemies.
What
You should
happens
be
when your
wasting
enemies...
energy on fighting each other.
But you just said that you fought the Tharlane. Tharlane are like us. They're just our enemies.
But the Thalane actively act against us. Therefore, they're our enemies. I'm talking about members of our accord, of our group. You're all here to work together to fight the technocracy and to fight the Thalane that are trying to invade and take over the freeholds and, ripping scales off of the dragon, which is not friendly at all. It's very mean. And that's why we'll throw doors at people.
Well, for the record, some Tharlane are good, and they can be as friendly as anyone else.
Well, that's fine. But when they're actively attacking people, then they gotta go.
I understand. But yeah, no. Blood and war, unfortunately, kind of comes second nature to us from time to time. It's a bit messy.
Well, if I see people fighting without a good reason, I'll put them into the sky so they can think about it on the way down.
That's fair. But at some point, Squire Gotro, I would very much like to see this powered armor of yours.
He'll just shrug. Maybe I'm still working on it.
Alistair, do you know where I could get, as he looks through, like, the paper that he pulls out, from inside his armor. I need to find chimerical steel, aluminum, and brass.
He'll kind of do the hand motion, and he'll say, yeah, I know where there are some bits and... Sorry. Or a few, like, bits and pieces are, like, a little bit. But, I'd suggest talking to Nathan. You might have a few little helpers that might know where that sort of stuff is.
Yeah, because buying this iron and steel and everything in bits and pieces is going to take forever to melt down and then reforge into the bits I need.
Like I said, probably best to go ask Nathan. Actually, like, now that you think about it, like, if you ever have a problem, you just kind of talk to Nathan. Like, it's just there. These books smell like cigarettes. But yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Mental note. Talk to Nathan.
Wow, you guys certainly are very, very talkative today.
Bainu's looking off in the distance.
I'm playing the violin.
I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with Squire Morningstar, Squire Gotro.
Dude, just fucking call me Alistair. I don't want to hear that whole Squire Gotro. Bruh. You know how annoying that last name is? It's got like 50 bazillion letters that don't even need to be in there. Like, shit.
He just kind of shrugs. Either way.
Okay.
If it helps, I personally rather like your last name. I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have been talking an awful fucking lot. Somebody else talk. I don't like this. Damn.
Byron just kind of shrugs at you.
Bainu says aloud, I don't think that cloud is moving right.
Arbane looks at said cloud.
Cloud seems to be going in an opposite direction of the rest of the clouds.
Huh. Gonna make me get out my Changeling book now.
Sighs. Well, would you like to follow it and see if it's anything?
Yeah, you guys stay here. This is a job for House Bomaine. He's going to start loping off towards the direction the cloud's going in.
Arbane's going to sigh and mount his horse. He's not going to follow, but he's going to be ready to follow.
Let's see.
And there he goes.
Bainu.
I'm probably going to be following Bainu.
Let's see. Wayfair plus Fang.
I'm just nowhere near going to be as fast.
So Bainu's running and whistling. I'll drop it down to 5. God, those ones though. All right, Bainu uses hopscotch to propel himself into the sky at the cloud.
Arbane, sighs and just kind of urges his horse forward to go under the. So they're staying under the cloud.
Let's see one up there. Prime plus fake because it's Chimera. All right. So using Bainu's whispering to the cloud, and the whispers will continue until he falls back down to the ground and lands unharmed because yay, hopscotch. Then he'll start heading back towards where everybody else is.
And even if you wouldn't, it would just be nature to count, even if it wasn't chimerical.
That's a realm I really need to get at some point because I have primal.
Now Arbane's just going to follow him back on his horse.
All right.
Because they were staying under it.
All right, Bunny's going to get back and say, don't worry, it's just scared.
Scared of what exactly?
The other clouds were mean to it, saying it wasn't cumulonimbus. What's cumulonimbus mean anyway?
It's a type of cloud. Clouds have names and types, just like most other things.
Wait a second. So the chimerical cloud was upset because the other chimerical clouds called it mean names.
Yes.
You seem to find this surprising.
I need a drink.
Arbane just kind of takes a deep breath. You know that thing people do when they kind of raise their eyebrows, like, did someone really just say that?
Mm-hmm.
As they take a deep breath? Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Cantos, for his part, is tossing Byron a hip flask.
All right. He's gonna drink it.
It's
and I'm
just
gonna
whiskey.
Yeah. Too bad he can't get drunk.
If you guys want to get drunk, we could go to Bill the Barkeep's bar.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Bainu's going to look at Alistair. What do you think?
Alistair will just look up from, he was probably just twiddling around with some sticks and vines and something because he got bored, and he'll just look up and he'll blink and say, drinks. That's up to you guys. I don't really care. Then again, I don't really drink much anyway, so.
I'm not allowed to drink.
I mean, you're like, what?
18.
Yeah. He's just a baby.
At least I'm told I'm 18. Okay, let's go get drinks. Well, you guys can drink, so I'll get chocolate milkshake.
Wait, Bainu, do you not know how old you are?
No, I don't remember anything before the milk that tasted funny.
He just blinks at that. Alrighty then.
I sense this is part of the story you're not allowed to tell, Mr. Barney.
If I did, that would be telling.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's not get him to talk about his background, because it's kind of like, yeah, let's not. I've heard bits and pieces, and like, just...
Yeah, let's phrase it like this.
Gravedigger knows his backstory, and that even made Gravedigger want mental mind bleach.
Alright, so Bainu's going to take everybody in the near dreaming to the bar of Sir William Harcourt, aka Bill the Barkeep, where Bainu is going to order a milkshake, and Sir William will look to everybody else and say, "What will you be having?"
Something that can get a red cap drunk.
He's going to sigh. He's going to bend over, and he's going to start mixing things together underneath the bar. He's going to pull up a pail. Inside the pail is a weird swirling liquid. You have to drink the whole thing.
He just smiles, his jaw unhinges like wider and wider, and then he just picks the bucket up, looks at it, and jaw unhinges more. And then you just see him like put the bucket in his mouth and drain it.
Okay, roll your stamina. Difficulty 8.
Okay, I gotta look at poison resistance. Hold on.
While you're doing that, Sir Harcourt is going to look to the others and say, "What would you like to drink?"
Arvine will just order a whiskey.
Irish or Scottish?
Scottish, of course.
Highlands, Midlands, Loch area.
He shrugs, surprise me.
He's going to pull out a bottle. Yes, Defate. A bottle of Glen McKenna. And he's going to pour you about this much in a glass.
Okay.
He's going to sit down in front of you. He's going to say that'll be 2 draws.
And he will, I think he gets draws for monthly. You get draws for monthly for being like squires and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a draws, so I wasn't sure. So
You get, I think Kim told me it's not a lot. I think it's you get 1 per rank of your titles. So if you got Squire, you get 1 per month.
I thought that was per week, not per month.
Is it per week? Okay.
What
and I'll
now?
just pay him then.
Not you, the other Kim one.
I mean, I still kind of do changeling though.
Okay.
Not to be rude.
No worries. We're just trying to figure out what the new rule for Dross that Arth gave about the stipends. Did you catch that at all? How much it is, if it's per week or per month? Okay, 2 successes. Why did you put Div 5 as Div 8?
I have poison resistance.
No, you only got the roll because you have poison resistance.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'll roll that.
If it was anybody else.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and re-roll if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nope. Congratulations, you're drunk.
Woohoo!
And you're not the I'm a little buzzed drunk. You're the did I call you last night drunk. All right. He'll take the dross and he'll hand over that and he'll set the bottle down. Okay, so everybody's going to notice that the red cap is drunk. Sir Harcourt's going to look to Canthos and ask him what he wants to drink.
Canthos will smile and he'll say, "Oh, I don't really. I'm not at the moment, but I have something for you."
He's going to raise an eyebrow.
Well, you were the first person who, well, rather the second person who welcomed, the third person, I can do mental arithmetic, I can, who welcomed me to the city and who frankly was welcoming. And I don't forget things like that. So here, he'll reach into a satchel that he's carrying and he will hold out he'll hold out a necklace, which is literally a dragon's tooth pierced by a silver chain.
Sir William will lift it up. It's a very regal gift. I appreciate
As I've said, in Hong Kong, you were the first one who proved to me that there was such a thing as a chivalrous knight.
He will take it and he'll bow his head. Thank you. Now, are you sure there's nothing I can get you to drink?
I'll just have water, thank you.
He will pull out what looks like a he'll pull out what looks like a glass bottle that has a rhyme on it. Rhyme, i.e. meaning frost. He'll pop the cork off of it and he will pour it and he will set it down in front of Canthos. They'll put the cork back on and put it away.
Canthos will smile and nod and thank him.
All right. If you drink it, it is the purest, crispest, clearest glacial water, perfectly cold. Like as cold as it would be when it was drawn out of glacier.
Nice.
And for people that don't know, it's because Bill has winter. Where he used to have cryos, now he has winter. Rainu's going to smile at that, and he's going to go back to drinking his chocolate milkshake. All right, so Grog, start reacting to being drunk.
So, Byron has not been drunk since his change because of how hard it actually is to get a changeling drunk. So, he downs the bucket and then falls over backwards, holding the bucket upright still. And then you see a cough, and it's like I don't know, he has winter, and I'll spin the dross or something, but like just that breath that you see sometimes from someone that walks outside of mist. And he sits up. So that kicked like a horse. Just saying. Amazing. What was in that?
William will say it's a trade secret.
So he's drunk. So he pulls out the sack that he carries his dross in and just like puts it on the table like in front of him. I did the counting, the paying you.
Bill will open up the thing and he'll pull out 3 dross and then he will refill the bucket and set it back down.
Thanks. I'm gonna the sitting, the here, and the and then you see his jaw like go even further wide. And just nah.
Maybe take it a little slow.
Slow is for the weak.
Arbane just thinks to himself, well, this just got interesting.
Bunny's just chuckling.
So I guess that's going to be another.
Yeah, that's in fact another stamina roll, difficulty 8.
Oh, I got 1 success.
Okay, so you don't pass out. Your buzz is a little stronger, and your words are a little more slurry, but not to the point where you're.
Y'all really need to try the bucket. It's amazing. I mean, like, it is totally a thing. Y'all just need to do this. Ain't nothing wrong. This stuff is amazing.
Oh dear. I believe the colloquial term is he's away with the fairies, so he's away with us.
Bunny's just going to be like, yeah. The funny thing is that's not even the strongest drink he can make. At which point William's going to look at him and go like this.
Oh dear. Well, look on the bright side. I'm sure that Mr. Morningstar will be able to see his feet by morning-ish. That is if Mr. Morningstar retains the ability to use his eyes by tomorrow morning. I'm led to understand drinking too much can make you go blind.
Bunny's just like, I don't get drunk, so I don't know.
To quote my honoured aunt, Bunny, she would always say, the simple and best of catchphrases, you do you.
Bunny will just nod. Like this milkshake, for example, is really good.
That's nice.
Arbane is just leaning against the bar, sipping his whiskey.
I think we're pretty much done. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we close up?
I think we're probably good.
Okay. All right. Anybody got anything left to say?
Byron is probably drawing in a very thick Southern accent somewhere on the floor.
I will point out as the scene ends, I will make sure in character that you get home this evening. Somebody got it.
All right. We're going to go and close up then. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards, where we got the red cap drunk. Have a good night.